Rise and Shrine.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today we're going to shine with shrines. It's Hei Bai, Forest Guardian. This is from the Avatar Jumpstart set, and it's a shrine deck. It's 5-color shrines, kind of like Goshentai of Life's Origin, but it's also a blink deck, because Hei Bai triggers when it enters, getting you the next shrine in your library and putting it directly into play. You can even put it on top of your deck, using something like Sterling Grove or Enlightened Tutor to set up the exact shrine that you want to get, and then bring it into play. Each time Hei Bai enters, you're getting another shrine, and every single shrine cares about the number of shrines that you have. We have a new cycle of shrines. That's going to be the temples from Avatar. These temples all are when they enter or another shrine enters. We have the Hondens, which are at the beginning of your upkeep. We have the Goshentais, which are at your end step. You pay a cost. And we also have the Sanctums. The Sanctums, including the Sanctum of all trigger at your upkeep or first main phase. The Sanctum of all being at upkeep, the rest being at first main phase, so you can use it to tutor one out, get it. It's really sweet. So with all of these together, we have a deck that is full of shrines. We have more shrines in Magic than ever before, and there are 14 of them, it looks like, in this deck, because you don't need to play all of them. There's 20, I believe, total. You just need to play enough that you're getting the triggers that you want, and you're only ever bringing in the ones you want for free off Hei Bai, since Hei Bai can't miss. And in this deck, we're also playing some other good enchantment synergies and enchantment cards. So we have things like Awaken the Honored Deads and Binding the Old Gods, which can destroy our opponent's non-land permanents. We also have some ramp attached to enchantments, and we have ways to blink Hei Bai and some of our other good creatures like Soul Herder and Thassa, Displacer Kitten, and the new Airbender Ascension. So let's take Hei Bai into the queue and say Hei Bai to our opponents. Fire Lord Azula. If she attacks in, during combat, they'll be copying any spells cast, which means doubling their removal, anything that they give flash, and cards that naturally have flash. This is really good. She also gives them some mana because she has some firebending. Yay, firebending. Ugh, I love Azula. I mean, like, I'm scared of Azula, but I love Azula. I'm going to try to use Shared Roots for a bit more ramping. Yay, ramp! Surprised my Hobbit lived this long. Fairy Mastermind. Good sword set. Never let Azula attack. Yeah, I'm saving the Swords to Plowshares for Azula if I can. Because I'm scared of her. Yeah, I'm scared of her. I think that that's appropriate. She's crazy. Look, just look at her. She's awesome. Alright, Hei Bai, get that trigger. Spirit Oasis is going to trigger Fairy Mastermind, so they get to draw a card. It's kind of weird. It actually did not give me priority there to crack my Misty Rainforest and swords that, but I'm saving the Swords of Plowshare for Azula. Rimazak, thank you for the 6-month resub. Yeah, like, this is frustrating because, like, yeah, I want my card draw engines. This is going to kill me. This doesn't kill me, it just gives them value. This kills me. Not you. Oh. Hey, Taysa, you look awesome. You do! That is really awesome Taysa art, though. That's so cool. Is this from a card? Oh, somebody's asking, is the Avatar show worth watching? Yes. How many seasons does it run for? Sort of 3, I think. It's 3 books, if I remember right. It's a fairly short cartoon. I think it's really well put together, and I would absolutely recommend it, especially if you're like, I don't know, you want to try some cool, like, Western animation. It's like Americanime, kind of. Oh, memory lapsed. That's fine. I'm gonna move that away. This will trigger the Fairy Mastermind. But I want to do shrine stuff. Yeah, it's well written. It's both contained episodically, but also if you watch it in order, you'll get a lot more out of it because it is telling a story. It has a good plot, and it has really cool characters and moments. There's a reason why I think it is a fairly fitting scene for magic to take place in. I think that choosing to do this is so much better than something like Spider-Man. Ah, dang it, Narset. So Narset's gonna stop any extra card draw I do. So they have to discard 2, though. Yeah, eat it. What do you have? Key to the vault. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna put Fairy Mastermind away. And I'm going to give this ability, this exiling ability, to Witch Enchanter. Then I'm going to play it as a land. And yes, this does work. They don't have a haste enabler right now that I can see. Yeah, the front of the card is a non-land permanent, so I was able to give it this exile ability. Okay, so what the heck does Key to the Vault do? Oh, it gets you more spells. All right, I get that. First step, bear with me. Yes, please. More shrines. This is gonna buff these up. Ooh, Soul Herder. I will happily undo my buff here in order to get big blinkies. So I'm gonna kill Azula because we've established Azula is scary. Hey, Bai, get me some shrines. Hello, goodbye. It's time for more triggers. What did I get? Spirit Oasis, Sanctum Fruitful. Okay, sweet. So Sanctum Fruitful Harvest is gonna let me just get tons of mana. I can play the Honda next turn. Cast for free. Oh my god, I cast for free in combat. Okay, I figured out why it's there. It took me a minute. Yeah, discard your 1 card. It's a peek! Hee Peekaboo. They're gone. GG, Azula. Aang at the Crossroads is going to be blinking even more than we do because when it enters, it's going to be finding possibly a clone, possibly a blinker, and can empty its entire deck all in 1 turn. If you think that sounds familiar, it's because it's a lot like the Garuda clones deck. In fact, I would say that it is incredibly similar to Garuda's clones, but more consistent because there's, white blinkers and blue clones, and it comes out earlier. And you also have access to some great protective spells and ramp. I have ramp myself. I will ramp. I'll play the Chronicler of Worship. This will make certain shrine cards go into my hand and get discounted. I whiffed? Wow, that's too bad. I have 20 shrines, so it is unlucky that I didn't hit one. All right, Talisman. Well, they're offering me a trade. No trade. I want to play Hei Bai. Hey. Woo! I got the 5-color shrine, Sanctum of All. Also, something cool about this card is it can flip over. It transforms, and also copies of it that are tokens can transform. It gives all your land creatures vigilance and earthbends, but most importantly, it's just slightly bigger. Okay, of course I would like one for free. So let's search my library. That lets me kill a thing. The M21 shrines are the ones that work the nicest with this. I feel like paying the one. Yeah, I can pay the one on that. Go to combat. I'll swing with Hei Bai. Go, my bear, go. Go, bear, go. Go. Please go. Please go. You're so cute. Yeah. Perfect. And then in end step, I will be able to pay 1 mana to destroy either of their creatures. I'm going to go for the ramp. That's the Fabro Elder. Currently taps for 2. Will tap for more if they have more colored permanents. They also might end up with a protective spell or a blink here, like an ephemerate. Ah, called it. I was thinking like Cloud Shift, since they don't actually have anything else to blink here. But if you have an ephemerate, you can use the ephemerate. And that means they have enough mana for Aang. And let's see if they go off this turn. Now, there's a chance I do not get another turn, depending on what they find here. So they found Phantasmal Image, and they didn't want to keep digging. All right, I will use my Honden to deal 3 damage. Yeah, you should have cloned Aang, let the original die, because now we're going to go crazy on those shrines. GG. Iroh Grand Lotus is a Temur spell-slinging commander that's able to bring back any spells from the graveyard, casting them with flashback, and flashback of just 1 mana if they happen to be lessons. And we got a lot of really good lesson cards in Avatar: The Last Airbender. We went from lessons being these kind of slow, clunky, overcosted cards to fairly good streamlined spells that cost the same and have fun references to a TV show on them. Yay. Shared roots like this. Like, this is rampant growth, but it's a lesson, which is sweet. Except that means that they're going to be able to, like, cast it, possibly cast it again. When Iroh is coming down, I want to be ready to get rid of him. And I don't have that much removal. Part of why this hand is nice is, yes, it has the ramp, but it also has this wash away. Okay, I can either go for Farseek. I think I'd rather go for the Impending on this, because I don't think Iroh's coming in out in this next turn. Just getting loadsy colors. Nice. I'll have 5 mana next turn. That's enough for Hei Bai plus this. Ooh! Or Pakpatik. If they cast a spell from their hand, it gets rebound. Nice. I think that's cool. Cool for them. I'll go for... yeah. Hei Bai. Crescent Island Temple is going to get me a little firebending monk. Also, if you use any spell cost reduction, like a Goblin and Narcomancer, the lessons are free from the graveyard. There's also an Iroh that discounts your lessons, but I feel like a Narcomancer is a lot more likely to show up. Okay, the more spells they cast, the more likely this is to flip over. You have to spend 7 mana of instants and sorceries. Taking 4 in the air. And Pakpatik. Or is this guy's washed away or anything? Nope. Okay. Datha Triome. Hee White Lotus Hideout. It lets me cast shrines. And lessons. They're both good. I think I want to go for some Blinken with Soul Herder. This resolve. Do I want to hold up the full cost wash away over the Farseek? I think I do, yeah. So I will blink Hei Bai. Haunted of Night's Reach. Cool. That'll get me another monk. This is very cool art. Instead of just holding up the only can counter Iroh, this way I'm also able to counter, like, Blasphemous Act. Which is now in Brawl. I should add it into more decks. Hey, we rebounding over here. Okay, make them discard 2. That's 2 of your 3 cards. True Ancestry and Octopus form. Okay. This would trigger now on that. We'll start with the attacks in, since none of those are non-creature. Oh, but again, that's the same issue of now I'm not holding up the full wash away. Ah, it's fine. Maybe. We'll see. 3 steps ahead. Okay, it was their own counterspell, and that's a modal spell with rebound, so they will get to cast it again. Do you feel like just go for Farseek? Or am I not safe to do that? Let's see. They could clone that. Yeah. That'll become a creature on the ground. We blink this. I guess I could have also blinked the Overlord if I let these resolve. No, because I wouldn't be able to target it. More shrines? Which one? Oh, lands. We get 3 basics. I have a couple basics in the deck. 1, 2, 3. I totally looked at what they were. I didn't. It was a lie. So 3 steps ahead. They can pay the extra 3 cost. They're going for the draw and discard. That's going to, I think... Oh, 1... It's too short of flipping the Smoldering Egg. If they had gone for the clone, I think it would have been a bit more. Dragon's Rage Channeler. That's a great way to put your spells in a graveyard. Abundant Harvest, cute. Egg has almost flipped. What a cool card. Whirlwind Technique. That's a lesson. Wow, that is a big lesson to have for 1 mana. Sheesh. Well, it's gone. Great. Let's trigger those prowesses while we're big jazzing over here. Doing things. Boo. Attacking with all of those. Not the Soul Herder. Oh, they're giving up the egg. This is, I think, a lethal swing if they don't block anything. Giving up the flyer. End step. We want these in the other order because the blink will get me more shrines. See what shrine we get. Ooh, the shrine that buffs everything. It's gonna put 5 +1/+1 counters on everything. And now I make some extra somethings. Good. Hi, Iroh. Sorry, man. Can't happen. Beep, 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 beep. I got a chump blocker. Actually, it's not a chump blocker. I have a gigantic bird. And we take you down with a lot of firebenders, actually. GG. Ugin, Eye of the Storms, is going to be ramping to a big 7-cost card that itself will exile things on cast, but will also exile other things when other things are cast. It's really annoying. That's about it. It's really annoying. I can Could keep this, but I don't actually have ramp on turn 1. I have double ramp on turn 2. Whatever. I don't have that many ways to remove Ugin's ramp anyway, or Ugin. So it's just going to be a weird shrine race. And I'll start by playing a shrine. Next turn, I will go for the Arcane Signet into Birds of Paradise. Yes, our life totals are even. It's just like a weird ramp race. I find that Ugin is pretty weak against certain discard decks and decks that are able to destroy lots of these permanents. A little Glimmer lets me cast things for a discount. But they tend to have very little removal outside of Ugin and the high cost like Eldrazi. Certainly the best of the colorless commanders. Maze Mind Tome. It's not ramp, just card draw. Alright, Hei Bai, what you got for me? It's not multicolored. It's just a little green bear. That finds me Kyoshi Island Plaza. I'm ramping, and you're not. With Scraps' wise counsel, you think like we couldn't lose? Yeah, she's a very good girl. I'm getting out more blue because I have this Inquisitive Glimmer. So I could play these next turn. These will both re-trigger, which is nice. Alright, so that's a lot of ramp. They might be able to play Ugin next turn. Because they're at 5. I guess actually, no, because they got rid of, like, Ancient Tomb. Thankfully, they got rid of Ancient Tomb. Took long enough. We take these out of the deck. Swinging with Hei Bai. I could have also activated Hei Bai over playing like some of the ramp stuff. I may activate Hei Bai next turn if I don't get anything else. Audit of Infinite Rage at least will let me blast them. And my power is spread across a bunch of different permanents here. Rune-Carved Obelisk, that's going to be 4 mana for 2 mana immediately, and eventually this can be sacrificed to get a spell from the deck. What a good cat. We draw. See if they get one more piece of ramp here. Yeah, I believe that the tokens from this are colorless. Yes, they are. They are colorless. Oh, okay. I hit you face. 3 damage. A Get Lost. Get Lost ain't doing much for me here. None of these could be hit by it. I'm gonna save it for Ugin next turn. But hitting Hei Bai isn't like that good, because now I replay Hei Bai. The real question is, what do they replay after? Since they'll have at least 2 mana, up to 5 mana, thanks to Ugin's 0 ability here, they can take out more of my permanents, specifically the good shrines, like the, you know, the Hondas and stuff. This Tezzeret can get them a free spell, like a bauble, and he'll be building up some loyalty. I'm like trying to see around the cat. Honey, are you in the way? Honey, are you in the way? Yes, you are. Good girl. Good girl in the way. So they went for Drix Interlacer. This will be building up. Yeah, it like builds up to the card draw. It's really sweet. Iron Crag. Okay. Trying to see what they're hitting. Okay, the Damage Shrine. And the Drain Shrine. Or the Land Shrine. This will bring Tezzeret up to 3 loyalty. If I kill Ugin, they will be able to replay Ugin. I accept this. So I'm probably going to go for attacking Tezzeret, playing Hei Bai, killing this. I think I can do all of those things. That depends a bit on what I draw. Okay, it's a land. I would like to know what shrine I get. All right, Life's Origin. Great one. Kill the Ugin. Oh, whoops. I needed to attack the Tezzeret first. I totally bonked that up. So I just missed out on killing Tezzeret, which is really bad because I misordered that. What do I think of Theater of Horrors in a Zuko deck? Theater of Horrors is the exiles cards that you can cast if damage is dealt to your opponent. I mean, it's cute. Which Zuko? I don't think Theater of Horrors is that good of a deck, or good of a card anywhere, even like ping-centric decks. Like, there's an Obnix list that cares about 1 damage at a time. Tezzeret's untapping that mana. Oh, what are you doing with all that mana? Worm! The worm is not a spirit, so they at least won't be able to block this. Once again, Hei Bai. Yeah, I don't think that any of the Zukos are that good, but the 3-color Zuko that I built around, it's very tricky to, like, get the right tempo with it. Of, like, yeah, I'm playing these spells, but also I'm... Okay, Sanctum of All. That's not going to last for a whole turn cycle. Like you want it to go. Have I tried new shrines? I mean, they're in here. I got Northern Air Temple in play. Insight is vital to success. I also have a kitty cat in play. Arc of Erazka, they draw. Reckoner Bank Buster. Busting those banks. You gonna hit Hei Bai? No, they hit the Sanctum. Fair. They could draw 2 cards. Looks like they're going to see what's on top first. It is a Hedron Archive. I could activate Hei Bai, or I could play this. I'm gonna play this. That's 15 damage. And then another 3 here. That might be lethal. Hold up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. You to the face. Do I still think Goshen Tai is the better Shrines Commander? I think for the most part, yes. But Hei Bai is cool because you get to blink it as like, or make it into like Shrine Blink, which, neat. Shrine Blink. GG, Ugin. Got there, out of nowhere. Imskir Iron Eater. Discounts himself based on a number of artifacts you have in play. Draws cards and deals damage to them as well. I have a little bit of ramp for a turn 3 Hei Bai. I have a tiny bit of removal as well, so I will keep this. And, well, we'll see how quickly Imskir comes out. I also built an Imskir deck. He's really fun. And if they play, like, certain artifacts very early that make additional artifacts, they could be going nuts on this. Ooh, also a Sanctum Weaver. I'll say that the creatures are not super well protected against Imskir, since there's a bunch of artifacts that enter and, like, deal damage or give minus something. Blood Fountain. Wow. Okay, so they have so many artifacts already. Hi, Scraps. Yes, you're very cute. You gonna leave? Are you overstimulated? That's completely understandable, honey. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the slightly more guaranteed with the Farseek. Nice. Yeah, turn 3 commanders for all. Maybe. I assume they'll play a land. Bye, Scraps. Oh, she's so good. She's just upset, like, why didn't I get a treat? Because you got treats earlier when you came in here. Oh, Caveron Harrier. Into Imskir, because they can tap it with the Springleaf Drum. And on 2 lands, they have cast an 8 mana card. Cool Vault Scourge. I can get rid of it. It's able to throw artifacts. I think I'm just going for Hei Bai, though. Hey! Bye! This has Death Touch, which makes it a little bit rougher to attack into. And it's also going to be able to kill things in end step based on the number of shrines I have. I do have to leave up mana for it, though, which isn't as fun. Floof the Fennec, thank you for the 4-month resub. What's that? Treasure Vault. It is an artifact. By the way, they could also just, like, kill this by paying 4 mana and throwing a Vault Scourge. I don't really want to give this up. Because the more shrines I have, the better. But I feel that right now it's just a matter of... they'll kill it. I may as well get the trade. If they do recast this, it does cost 2 more. They'll be drawing cards, but they'll also be losing life, which is relevant. Terminus of Returnimus. Legion Extruder. That's 2 damage to Hei Bai. Bye-bye, Hei Bai. No blinks for me. Don't mind me. Just trying to set up for some value. This gets an extra counter. Soul Herder's one of my many end step blink engines for Hei Bai. So 2 mana, they what? Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4? Lose 4 life? Yeah, nice. Prismatic Vista, they got lots of mana to work with. Life total number go down. Frogmite! It's free! This is also one of the best, like, damage dealers. Anything that has affinity for artifacts is really good with Imskir because it's based on the mana value of the card. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? Yosha declares war. Make a Thopter. Tap artifacts. Turn artifact into a forward. The tap artifacts to deal damage to creature or planeswalker could be pretty big. And they read ahead. So are you going to kill Sanctum Weaver or Soul Herder? Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe they'll kill both. Is it time for some yeetin'? Are we eating good and yeetin' good? They sacrificed the Frogmite. Yeah, this feels like an appropriate time to use Time Wipe. And I will. I haven't dealt damage to them, by the way. This has all been them doing this to themselves. I mean, you can hit me with a Blood Fountain. Or Legion Extruder. Blood Fountain it is! Imskir returns, drawing them, I think, still 4 cards? No, just 3 this time. They have 7 artifacts. This can be thrown for 7 damage to my face next turn. They may have lethal off it. Ooh, Blade of Leone. Nice. That's just cool. There is no single shrine that, even though if I could, like, put it on top of my deck, that guaranteeing tutor from will actually, like, win for me here. What do we get? Okay. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. That's a little more mana next turn. I get either the Mirror Enforcer or the Imskier. I'm hitting Imskier. This is, yeah, life is a resource. Galvanic Blast. Oh no! They killed my Hei Bai! You're scared? You should be. So they have 7 damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Tapping this 4. They have lethal. I think. No, wait. They have 14 and I have 16 life. Just kidding. That's also Rabbit Battery. Rabbit Battery will give them... Still not lethal this turn, but all they have to do is throw an artifact. A Fling, a Thud. All built into there. Yeah, they have the 3 mana up right now, but not 4. Don't worry, guys. Roll them bones. There's literally nothing that will help me here. If there was, I would have tutored for it on top of the deck. Yeah, make a couple 1/1s. Yay, 1/1s. Hurrah! And that's gonna be good game. They're going even wider. Here, I'll show them what I have in hand. It's a tutor. Ta-da! Look, prowess triggers. Nothing. Sanctum. All of these would, like, you have to survive a whole turn cycle to get them to trigger. These ones are on Enter the Battlefield. Does not matter. GG Imskier. Leovold, Emissary of Trest, banned in Commander, and is a very annoying card that stops me from drawing additional cards, while also drawing them lots of cards, because it's just that kind of guy. Leovold's a pain in the butt. I really wish I didn't have to match into him, but I do, so he's there. Somebody's asking, like, how do I feel about Hei Bai compared to Goshen Tai? At least the way I have this built, this is the casino. We take our bear and we roll the bones and we wonder what the heck we're gonna get, and we hope that it's a useful shrine. Versus, like, Goshen Tai. Goshen Tai is the shrine. This is only if it's cast, right? Yeah. This does not cast, it just puts into play. Yes. Aha! I can draw, because Leovold isn't out here to stop me. Thank you, Delated Halfling. I might have dodged a wash away or something there. I don't know. Vexing Bauble's very good against, like, the Emergent Ultimatums and other free spell decks. Okay, I think either going for the Honden or going for killing Leovold here are both good. I'm going to go for killing Leovold. Right now, playing the extra shrine, and it draws them a card. Playing the extra shrine would trigger this and do nothing. The Honden makes them discard, but their hand is going to be pretty full because of the nature of their deck. The Seiju. I'll take it. I'll draw that and then mill. Yeah, I do think Hei Bai works really nicely with the new cycle of shrines that trigger on entering, because it's like it brings them out and it triggers right away. This, though, this has this kind of very oppressive activated ability where, like, Goshen Tai of Life's Origin, you don't even need to play shrines. It's just like, yeah, my enchantments keep coming back. Kind of like Yuna, but in more colors. It's not an enchantment, so I can't bring it back there. And I'm going to go for a bunch of card draw here, while I still can. So this will draw and then draw again. Cool. And then I have this Beseiju if I want to blast a land if they play a techie land. I'm looking at what I have in the graveyard. I have my Hobbit, Exploration. These are all pretty good to bring back. Aw, Baragoyf. I like Baragoyf. It's very strong. Do I have cost reductions for enchantments in the deck? I do. I have Jukai Naturalist and Bluekai Naturalist. I don't remember the actual name. It's a fox. It's really cute. Cute is good. We make a shrine, which draws us a card, which triggers this, which triggers that. Yippee, yippee, yay. Behold, a hobbit. Ever adorable. So sweet. Yeah, we have a bunch of, like, blinkers in this deck, which is real neat. Aw. I wanted to cause problems. Inquisitive Glimmer? That sounds right enough to me! Now, if I let this hit, they're gonna probably get some reanimation, so I'm going to chump block with my Delicious Shrine token. This halfling, I think, is too important to me because we know they are going to have counter spells. They're a Leovold deck. But I have an emergency exit button, this time wipe in hand, which is cute because it's like, I can put Hei Bai back into my hand and then destroy everything else. Yay. Let's go in Datha Triome. I also have the Supreme Verdict. I can bring back Awaken the Honored Dead. To get rid of the Baragoyf. It is not something easily countered. Remember, we're not casting, we're just putting into play. Lovely, now I don't have to worry about the ding-dang Baragoyf. Play Honden of Infinite Rage, uncounterable. This is just to deal damage at the start of turn. Currently it's dealing 4. So yeah, that's part of why Goshen Tai I think is very strong, because it has this like, yeah, sure, you countered my spell, I'll just bring it back from the graveyard, which, gross. I'm gonna drop Sanctum of Calm Waters. It's a card draw shrine, which again, we're against Leovold, and I already have Spirit Oasis. If you play Leovold, I'll let you draw a card. By blasting him with the Honden. Hello, Leovold. Goodbye, Leovold. And they have now seen the light. And the light is a couple of Shrine Commanders. GG. Uldrotha, the Gravetide. And my deck has very, very little graveyard removal in it. In fact, I don't actually know if it has any in it. I should probably fix that. So Uldrotha can cast or play a permanent of each type from the graveyard each turn. You still have to like pay mana cost for spells, but that's so much value and can even recur some unusual loops like Spore Frog, which lets you prevent damage over and over. Or you could bring back, oh gosh, what's the name of the land that lets you, I think Command Beacon, that lets you just put that into the, into hands. It always costs the same. It's a good card. I'm gonna go for the Wanderer this turn over setting up for this. I believe in my ability to draw another land. All right, so I have some blue in hand, so let's go for, yeah, blue-red. Wanderer. Boop. This can get me more lands in hand. Now I just need a nice untappy mana source here. Yeah, Sagas are really great with Muldrotha because you just keep recurring them. Aww. I'm an artifact. I'm sad this noble hierarch died, but also fair. Chronicle of Worship should get me a shrine in hand. Good, and it makes it cost less. And this is just like a cool shrines Manadork. It's from the alchemy stuff, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Paragoyf. Eek. Eek. That's a good card. I thought we were only playing bad cards here. Hey, bye. Help me out here. All right, I got Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. That will get me 1 extra mana. Ice Till is a very nice card. In fact, it's one of the best cards printed. Not only is it letting you play additional lands, it's putting lands in the graveyard for you to cast. Or play. Gross. I'll probably want to chump block the Baragoyf, even though that, like, lets him use a Muldrotha. I'm not using the activated ability on Hei Bai much anyway. Yeah, next turn I'll be able to play this uncounterably and bring things back. What's this for? I don't like this. Witness Protection. Who would put my bear in Witness Protection? I don't actually have a blink right now. But I bet I'll find one. One moment, please. Acquiring Blinkazoids. Where's my Lush Portico? I'll just let me put it back in hand. I'll take it, though. It's a land. I will take green mana. Do I want to draw? Okay, Goshen Tai first. To get another shrine token. These will trigger the same either way. Cool! And I actually got blue mana, so I can counter Muldrotha. Wait. I can't counter Muldrotha. Delighted Halfling. Well, I can try. I can try something. And I did get a blink. It just costs 2 mana, so I won't be able to use it right away. I will drop the Fanatic of Ronus, since I can use it from the graveyard. And one of the lands. Let's go Overgrown. Overlord. Overlord, Overgrown. Yeah, this. Who knows? Maybe they'll forget to tap the halfling for it. We've all been there. If they use Unable to Scream on Goshen Tai, I don't know if it loses the Shrine type, because that's not actually a creature type. I think it says all types. No, in addition to its other types. So it would remain a Shrine. Is that convenient enchantment in my graveyard for me to reanimate? Yes, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get rid of this. All right, so Muldrotha. I can actually still counter the thing they cast from the graveyard. Like that. You're already playing additional lands. Please stop. I'm going to give up a shrine. Alright, I have 4 shrines here. Get some white mana. Gonna hit Muldrotha. I'm going to give this ability to the Honden. Play the Honden. That will draw me a card. I'm going to exile the Ice Tiller Barrogoyf. Triggers on triggers on triggers on triggers. Now I could also exile the Barrogoyf. I have this Ephemerate, which is pretty sweet. So this is the instant speed blink, so I want to use this first. I'm hitting peak shrineage right now. This is amazing. Perfect with the music swell. Yes, Sanctum of All. We get more triggers. Triggers, trigger, 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 triggers. More. Also double triggers. Oh, perfect timing. GG. Vivisa, Orbital, Overseer. My hand's a little slow against them since I'm not doing anything until turn 3. So even though I have Cavern of Souls, which is nice against the big old jelly that gets them free lands, I'm going to throw this back and, ooh, look at that. Dog. I got the Blink Dog. I also got a Blinka Bulldog. A couple of puppies hanging out. Aww. Kitty. A Fanatic. So this is going to be a 4/4 at minimum. And I am still worried about Vivisa. I wish this card didn't. I just wish it didn't exist. It's so frustrating in its entire design. 4/4 flying, Vigilance enters, gets them a land. The land also can use it to help screw up if they attack with anything, not just the commander. They get more. Also, 4 mana 4/4 flyer. What do you mean 4 mana 4/4 flyer? Is that a wash away? Nah, it would never be a wash away. Perfect. Hey, bye. Come on out. Give me a thing. I still think that if it's a flyer, it should be like a 2/1. Maybe a 4/4 on the ground. It should also only trigger if it's the one attacking. Very silly. Advisor. It is in fact a Jellyfish Advisor. And they have 4 extra mana on this Fanatic Aronis. So what will they do with this turn? Yeah, what do you think you are, an angel? No, it's a Jellyfish Advisor. An uncounterable Jellyfish Advisor. Thank you, Cavern of Souls. They still have 4 mana up. Scythe Cat continues to meow. Okay, Eumidian Life Seed. They can use that to activate the abilities of, like, Evendo. Is my deck 5 color? Yes. It's a predominantly Selesnya deck because it's an enchantments deck. Gross. I guess I hope I top deck a board wipe or something. Does Viviva even see play in Alchemy? That's a good question. I don't know. I would have loved to use this to blink. It's okay. I have other blinkings. I have other sources of grand blinkitude. Oh, I should have done this first, right? Because then I had the potential to get a land. It's just 6 damage in the air, and I only have 9 life left. It's fine. Sanctum of All. If I survive a cycle, my shrines will be double triggering. And I'll also get to tutor a shrine directly into play. Yeah, I do not like this card's design. I also don't really know what's going on in Alchemy itself. I know for a while Heist decks were very dominant. They adjusted some of the Heist cards to make that less prevalent. But I don't know, like, what's going on in that format. They shocked into a breeding pool. They're swinging in. They get another lander. And in Enduring Curiosity, they will draw 2 cards. Alchemy. Alchemy is a format that this is legal in. It's like the last 2 years of sets and then a couple supplemental cards that were added in. Like this. Earthbender Ascension. This is landfall, put counters on things once it gets 4 or more counters on it. It also ramps, which is pretty nice. Okay, search my library. I could kill 2 flyers. That wouldn't keep me alive. I can gain 4 life. That wouldn't keep me alive. I can't make enough damage to kill them. So yeah, I think I will go for Hidden Cruelty. What do we got? Why is this showing as costing 3? Oh, because I would have to use the mana conversion for it. Ugh. JJ. I could have waited on playing the land. All right, so we want the Soul Herder trigger first. Oh, it's only if I have 6 or more shrines that I double trigger. So I don't get the double trigger. Alright, what shrine is it? It's card draw shrine? Well, it's close. But it's not enough. If I had waited on picking up my lands, there's a chance. All right, discard 3 lands. So yes, I did do the shrine thing, but the shrine thing is just not fast enough against Vivisa. All I gotta do is attacking with these 2. You don't need to even play that. Now I'll hit them with a good game. I have 3 life and you have the 4 power in the air. Please stop taking game actions and kill me. I said please. Belethar, Dawn of the Abzan. They're saying, hey, hi. I have ramp on turn 2, which is almost as good as ramp on turn 1, and they're going to be playing and sacrificing their little creatures to buff their entire board. This is an Abzan aggro deck, and I might actually need to fire off that Supreme Verdict because they can build up a board really fast, sacrificing like free tokens that they get when their creatures enter in order to make their board super chunky. I think that the person I'm playing against is also in chat. Hi, Roof. I think they dipped out when they saw they're matching against me. Sinkhole Surveyor. Every time it attacks in, it's kind of like a Bitter Blossom. You can make these 1/1s, or you can put a counter on it, making it even stronger. Play Ignoble Hierarch. Hallowed Fountain tapped, so I don't have to pay any life. Look, he's just a little guy. I do love Ignoble and Noble Shaman. I think there's way too much just like mono green ramp at 1 mana, especially cards like Exploration, I think are horrible mistakes. I have it in this deck. That's how much of a mistake it is. I feel like green's first turn should be a little less consistent. Are you gonna play Felithar? No, they're gonna curse. Are you gonna curse Hei Bai? I wonder if they'll, like... I think it'd be funny if they named, like, that's Rough Buddy and then immediately sacrificed it. I would get a kick out of that. Yeah. Sorry, Roof. I didn't want to take 10 damage next turn. There's a land. Ooh, Bob, when your deck is all 1 and 2 drops, that gets you some good value. Next turn, I can use the Witch Enchanter to destroy Curse. Oh, if they put a counter on that, I think they draw a card. That's nice. For them, not for me. Destroy their Curse! Hit the most expensive card in your deck. Okay, it's a 2-drop. Yeah, it wouldn't be that's Rough Buddy, that's Roof Buddy. Next turn, I could go for Golos, but I think I'd rather go for Hei Bai. Get me shrines! Cursed Wombat. So these are both scales creatures. These are going to increase the number of counters they get when they do get the counters. Ooh, and a Northern Air Temple. I could play this before or after Hei Bai. I'm going to go for after. Okay, that can kill Bob. So yes, I would rather wait and use this to kill Bob. Bam. Bob destroyed. Good bear. Next turn, I could play both of these. And depending on how many counters get placed, it would probably be at least 4. Yeah, because this actually makes a second counter trigger. And each time they have the counters put on, they get an extra 1. Yikes. Oh. Hold the line, Hei Bai. You're a nice big chunky bear while they're scaling up. Yeah, I do like that we have the, like, different cycles of shrines, each triggering at different times. These are all end step. These are when they enter. We have the ones at upkeep. We have the first main ones. No! Roof! Well, I guess we have that one in the bag. GG. It's not Dragonlord Ojutai, it's Dragonlord Ojata! That's their name. I'm actually kind of surprised that they don't have, like, an Ojutai avatar and Ojutai sleeves, if those are things that exist. They are playing, in fact, Dragonlord Ojutai. It has an anticipate effect when it attacks in, which makes it a great way to do some tempo. It also has hexproof, and you're able to just kind of keep drawing the spells you need and using them to keep your opponent at bay. Let's see if I can get some ramp on so I can bring out Hei Bai a turn early. They're remanding it. My snake returns to my hand. I imagine there's going to be a lot of counter spells, some like good single target removal spells, and some board wipes in their deck. With 2 mana, what you doing? Opening the armory? What equipment? Ooh, if they give this, vigilance? Maybe? No, unblockable and conniving. Very conniving. I can go for, like, holding up the Cloud Shift for protection. Not gonna bother. Just gonna surveil. A Ganjo. Okay. Here's Ojutai. Surprised they're not running, Ojutai Plus. Oh, they have something for free. Or we get the Hei Bai trigger. I will take infinite rage. That's approximately the amount of rage I have. And Goshen Tai of Life's Wisdom. Is it a subtlety? Is it solitude? Is it the sacrifice a blue creature to counter a thing? What is it? It's solitude. Okay, so they want to take out the Goshen Tai of Life's Origin. It's gone forever, and now I just have a Whittle 1/1 Shrine to show for it. Light Will Enhancements gives Vigilance. This is what I was thinking they were going to get. Security Bypass makes it unblockable. And also, Connives! So not only will they be putting a card in hand, they will be conniving. What does this do when it's max speed? Oh, it just lets you recast it. Okay. Yeah, and Ojitai is super hexproof. I'm never going to be able to touch it. I accept this. I'm not happy about it, but I do accept it. Yeah, hit him for 2. Gonna blink my bear. Or at least attempt to blink my bear. It's Ojatron. It's Ojata. That was their Ojata. That's what it says. Chunk them up. And I can't touch it with Otawara. So I'm going to go on Aang's Journey. And grab... Air Temple's a cheap trigger source. And I get a land too. Sure, I'll take the swamp. And... Northern Air Temple. It is too small. It cannot get through. Card draw shrine? I already have a card draw shrine. I'll be drawing 4. But if I can make like these 3 just like turbo lethal, awesome. That's a way to win. So 4 damage to their face. This is it, people! Thank you for the 4-month resub. That's the name of the person who subscribed. Alright, Crescent Island Temple will get me more triggers. So we're going to start with this, though. That will buff these. And I gotta have something. And unsubstantiate. Okay. I go to combat. I swing in with all of it. Ares Protection. No damage dealt. But I'm not dead unless they get an extra turn spell, which, I mean, they're a blue-white deck. They're gonna have extra turn spells. You know they're gonna have it. So they connive. They draw, they discard. They will also... diggy dig dig dig. And what you got, Ojitai? Sorry, Ojita. They're eyeing my shrines. Seeing Winds and Infinite Rage both trigger an upkeep. Air temples are both when they enter. All the temples are. Sheltered by Ghost is going to give Ojutai lifelink, but they already attacked this turn. What do you hit? Do you hit the token? They're hitting Hei Bai. Okay, I'm going to return that to the command zone. Hit them for 5. Draw 5. I can bounce the thing giving lifelink if I swing in. Doesn't mean I want to. Hey, bye. What you got for me? Counterspell. Okay, it gets countered. What does Leyline Binding do? Removes 1 non-land permanent. Let's get some counters and stuff here. Go ka-chunk. And I do actually have a thing I'm lining up to do here. I can force them to block and lose Ojutai. Okay, it's one of these. Sheltered by Ghosts. Getting rid of the lifelink. The Exalted trigger happens. They have to block. Alright, we're still in it. Good old Voltron Ojutai. I've never seen this deck before. It's cute. Whew. We have an army of monks, too. Awesome work. GG. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Hei Bai is pretty sweet as a Shrines Commander, and I think the hardest part about building this deck is, well, 2 things. One is the mana base, and the other one is figuring out which shrines you actually want to run. The new temples work so well with Hei Bai because it's an enter the battlefield trigger, and it gets enter the battlefield triggers on them. In the rest of this deck, I think that it's, you know, it's ramp and it's enchantment stuff. And that's a really fun way to play a deck if you enjoy playing enchantment decks. I do. I think that if you want the most powerful shrine deck, Goshentai of Life's Origin is a more powerful enchantment commander. But if you want something that's definitely like all shrines all the time, Hei Bai is very, very good. If you're looking for my deck list, you can find it in the description, but I will warn you that this deck does match into a lot of Raphellos and Leovold. Without Renin 6 and her strip mines, keeping the Raphelloses in line, they are out in full force. So I think I saw 4 of them today when I was building and practicing this deck. So I know that they're out there, and I did put a bunch of extra single target removal in just to deal with that ding-dang elf. This is a cool deck, though, so I hope you enjoy playing it. And if you have another commander you'd like to suggest that I build from Avatar or the Avatar Jumpstart set, please let me know, because there's a lot of them, and I'm going to try to get to as many as I can before the next set comes out. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.